As you see right here, this is the balsamic vinegar that I use. They have so many different types of balsamic that you can use. So I just put some in a bowl. I use some honey and I use a little seasoning mixed with it, which was really simple and easy. And I let it, boil on the stove. I put it in a pan and I let it, slowly cook on the stove. And this balsamic vinegar, it has that vinegary taste. But once you put the honey in there and the little seasoning that I use, you couldn't taste the vinegar in it. So yeah, this was a good sauce for this chicken. I used some chicken thighs, the boneless chicken thighs. And as you can see right here, this is where I am got it on the stove and how it's thickening up. It's coming to that consistency that you want to pour into your meat once your meat is done. So what I did with the meat, I put it on the stove. First of all, I seasoned my meat. I use ginger. I mean, you can use any seasoning that you like to use, but I like to use the ginger and minced garlic, and I also like to use the turmeric, but I didn't put any turmeric in this particular recipe. But I just season it up to my liking, and I use garlic powder, I use onion powder, and I just, got my hands in there. And sometimes you got to get dirty with it, get down off in there and get all those seasoning marinating into that meat. And I use the Creole seasoning in there as well. And I would normally use Slap Your Mama, but I didn't use that this time. So, and I also added some yellow mustard on it as well. Like I said, you can use any seasoning that you like, your choice. And as you can see right here, I'm just marinating it real good. And I use some grapeseed oil to put on it as well. And I use some grapeseed oil in my pan. And I also use the sliced mushrooms, the portobello. And what I did once I got through sauteing it, I just put it in my hot skillet and I sauteed them with a little bell pepper and onions, the green bell peppers, yellow and the orange bell peppers, and just let it cook and marinate on, each side. And I flipped it over once I added my mushrooms and I got it to the consistency what I wanted. I flipped it over in the pan to sear on the other side. As you can see, this is what I'm doing right here. And this was really a fun recipe. Food is fun. It's fun when you're doing it. You have to love what you do. When you're a cook, you have to love what you do, because what it is, food is an art. And as you see this art, it's a beautiful creation. That's what it is. And to make your creation come to life, you have to beautify it so that it can be pleasing to the eyes of others. So when they see your food, they can say, good, without even tasting it, because they've already tasted it through their eyes. So that's what food is all about. That's what being an art of food is all about. It's about the look that you get. When you see a beautiful woman or a beautiful man, handsome man. And yes, what I did right here, I poured the balsamic vinegar mixture over into the chicken that I had sauteed on the stove. And this is the finished result right here. Now, isn't that a pretty piece of meat? Yes, that's a pretty piece of meat. Look really good.